We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, back doing a best of one Foundations draft. We've got Scavenging Ooze as a rare, it's a good card. We could take removal over it, like Stab or Eaten Alive instead, which I'd be okay with. I mean, I feel like I'm getting trapped in the don't play green. Green is the least desirable color mix here. I feel like I'm getting trapped by that because to be honest, my just impulse is to not take a green card because I feel like I've heard it so much. But Scavenging Ooze is a fantastic card. Gets rid of flashback, eats creatures out of graveyards for resurrection decks. Cat Collector is very good too. Jeez. I'm just going to go with the Ooze because it is, I think, the best card. I think it is better than removal just because it grows huge and takes care of a lot of graveyard issues. I'm going against my instinct, which says to not take green. But then I'm going to follow up with a not green card because I don't want to take Reclamation Sage. It's a fine card. I just don't really want to follow up with it here. The best card is probably Bake Into a Pie, which means I probably should have just taken Stab or Eaten Alive, but that's okay. We can take Bake Into a Pie. Otherwise, Infestation Sage is very good. I like Infernal Vessel too. I think I like the Sage more. I mean, this does turn into a 4/3, but you have to pay 2 more mana, and you get a flyer out of Sage, and it's much cheaper. So it's a quick format. You need to play things quickly, or you're going to get beaten to oblivion. Even Bake Into a Pie can feel too slow at times, despite being a valuable card. With the food token especially. But this feels like the best card. I think we just take it. Okay, the pick now. Well, there's Reassembling Skeleton, which is good with like an Eaten Alive plan or just the sack deck in general. But Eager Truffle Snout is very good. And there is also Llanowar Elf. It's hard to, man, it's a tough one. I think I'm going to go with Llanowar Elf over Truffle Snout. Just because 1 mana ramp is still very good. And Elf is a legitimate strategy in this format as well. Other notable picks in here. Nothing's really screaming out at me. I like Squad Rallier. Siphoner is playable, not great. Sower of Chaos is playable in the right archetype. Bolt Wave, kind of a trap card, but I feel good about taking Llanowar Elf. I think I'm going to take it over the Truffle Snout and be happy enough with that. All right, Bushwhack is some removal. I feel good about that. Best card in the pack is probably Bushwhack then. Just get some cheap removal. Goldvein Pick I like, but I'll take Bushwhack and hope we can find some fatties. I mean, and also the fact that it finds lands is very relevant. It just makes more hands keepable. The versatility of this card cannot be overlooked. It is valuable. All right, Elfsworn Giant is actually pretty good. Otherwise, Infestation Sage and Gourmand. We do have more green cards currently. I could see the argument for taking the Elfsworn Giant, and it's a good elf enabler in case we get some elf tribal cards. Vampire Gourmand is very good too, and actually it's a cool card with black-red. You can steal their creature, then attack and sack it and draw a card, but you don't get the damage from stealing their creature, so a little bit less good on that front, but still good as a sack outlet. I mean, it's great alongside Infestation Sage as well. But I'll just stick with green because I kind of feel like I've already committed myself to it, and Elfsworn Giant is certainly playable. So Beastkin Ranger, another elf. Healer's Hawk is probably the best card remaining in here. Mild-Mannered Librarian I haven't played with, but I played against it. I think it's okay. I'm fine taking the Ranger, though. I've been marginally impressed with this card, I guess I should say. It's certainly playable. We're seeing some red cards wheel here, too. None of them super impressive, but... all right, Gnarlid Colony is fine, but maybe we take the... Yeah, all right. You know what? I think Banner of Kinship makes sense. And then it's expensive, but it makes sense if we end up with enough elves. We already have 3 elves. So maybe we go deep into Elf Tribal, or try to. We might be able to make that work, especially given that, green is so undesirable for everybody else. So I don't really want Grow from the Ashes other than to cut green, but maybe that's a good enough reason. Otherwise I could take the Swiftfoot Boots, but I typically don't play it. I think I'm just going to cut green out of the pack. We'll just cut green hard. I mean, I could take the Goblin. I just don't know what our second color is yet. There is a lot of 4-power creatures. Courageous Goblin's at its best here. In green-red, I would say. I don't really want to play the Juggernaut. I'm just going to cut the green. I don't think we need it, but I'll just take it anyway. Wow. Pick 9 Eaten Alive is pretty absurd. This card is very good. This isn't even at it where it's at its best, but I think we'll just take it now. I mean, black-green is also where all of the elves are, so I'll take Eaten Alive. Yeah, fine with that. Involuntary Employment. Well, there's a good one with Eaten Alive, and I guess that's it. But I'll take Grow from the Ashes now. Same plan as before, just continue cutting green. Very surprised to see that late of an Eaten Alive. Now I can take Sanguine Siphoner. I don't think we're going to play it, but I'll cut black just in case. We didn't see those Infestation Sages come back, so I didn't even notice. Are they elves too? I guess I should have looked into that. I'll pass the red card. I don't think, well, we saw some late red, and I guess... Okay, now I'll take Giant Growth. That's fine card. And Lagac, all right. Well, Archmage of Runes here. That's not what we want. So Wary Thespian is probably the best card. It's not an elf, but certainly a good playable green card. Just some kind of okay, whatever black cards, unless I want to go Arbiter of Woe, which I could, but I think I'm going to go with the cheaper 2-drop here. Thespian's good. It makes your card quality better as well. We'll see how that goes. Not 100% sure on our second color yet. And I like being able to go for the elf plan, but we're going to need quite a few elves to make this work. I really doubt we're going to play Grow from the Ashes. It's just pretty atypical you would need ramp like that. I mean, granted, it's got synergy with Giant, but I don't think Giant really necessarily needs synergy in order to be good. Well, Arabo is a great card, but I don't think we're taking it. I could take the Dwynen's Elite. Take it over Bushwhack seems wrong, but we might just wheel it too. I mean, I want as many as I can get, but Bushwhack is going to be taken over Elite. The problem with Bushwhack in this deck, we actually don't have great creatures to fight with, but I think we take it anyway. I think we're going to wheel the Elite. And it just feels wrong to take it over Bushwhack just because of the versatility of this card. I think Bushwhack is just superior, and I think there's a good chance that we get Dwynen's Elite back. Hopefully. A little bit risky there. All right, I could take Reclamation Sage now, but now I think we're just going to take the Dwynen's Elite now and really go deep elf strategy if we can. I want more than just Banner of Kinship. I would like more synergies. Maybe we'll get the Reclamation Sage back, but I can take Gnarlid Colony. I could take Claws out. Ravenous Amulet, not quite the right deck for that. Gnarlid Colony's certainly playable. It's a cheap creature. It's just not an elf, but it's good early, good late. Claws out would be good if I was in white, but I'm going to take the Colony. At least it's good with Bushwhack if you've got it kicked. Pretty good fight assistant there. Okay, well, there's Ambush Wolf, which is perfectly playable, but I feel like it's a good opportunity to take the Rogue's Passage. Rogue's Passage wins games, certainly in a deck that doesn't have any other way to evade. And if we do end up monocolor, which is a possibility, I wouldn't love it, but possibility, then I'm going to be happy to have the Rogue's Passage. Saw some passing a Rabo, and now we're just seeing a bunch of cats, which is not ideal, but I'm at least, you know, it's pretty rare that I would, I think, build a tribal deck in this format, so I'm happy to at least give it a go here. So we can take Macabre Waltz and increase the card quality. We're not going to have the +1/+1 counters. And Cackling Prowler rather, is not that great of a card. I think we'll take the Macabre Waltz, and maybe at this point I just start to go a little bit deeper down the black path. I think Waltz is actually a fine card. Well, could take Zombify. I think Waltz is generally better than Zombify. Yeah, not too much else there for us, unfortunately. 2 Waltzes doesn't seem super likely. Eaten Alive is still fine in here if we can end up with getting some more tokens. If we don't get the Elite back, we're going to get hurt pretty bad. So I think I'm going to take another Elfsworn Giant over the Felling Blow. I like Felling Blow, and it is good removal, but Elfsworn Giant is very important for this deck, because if you're able to generate some landfall triggers for Banner of Kinship, especially, you're really going to maximize value. It's got reach, too. It plays better than I thought it was when I first saw it. I mean, it is a 5-mana 5/3, but the landfall ability is quite good. So, Revenge of the Rats, which I don't think we need. Gutless Plunder is fine. And Soul Caller is fine as well. But I think I'll go with the Plunder. It's cheaper and increases the card quality as well. And it might be able to feed the yard for Macabre Bolts. Would prefer to not play it in general, to be honest. But now, if we get Guinan, or I guess I'll just cut Revenge of the Rats, but not really want to play it. Unless, do I play Revenge of the Rats and then do Banner of Kinship? So I have 2 options. I guess that's something. I could take Rugged Highlands to splash red. We're not going to play Crypt Feaster anyway, but cuts black if I take Crypt Feaster. I guess I'll take Rugged Highlands in case there's a splash. Pilfer, would prefer to not play it. And don't need either of these. So that was I'm not going to lie, that was a tough pack. And we didn't get Dwynen's Elite back, which is very, very, very painful. Because I really was banking on getting that. I was really banking on getting that back. I'm actually very surprised we didn't get that back. I'm going to take Bite down now, get some more removal. And I think at this point, I'm going to call it. We're officially in trouble. So pack 2 really, really hurt us bad. Not even getting a Dwynen's Elite back, which is not even a desirable card for any deck outside of Elves, is going to put us in a pretty tough spot. So really, really need this pack to come together for us. We need more elf support, either more elf support, more removal, some sort. I would take another Banner of Kinship even, because our elf count currently is only, well, it says 3, but that can't be right. We have more than 3 elves, don't we? Is that really all we have? Well, here's another one. Am I going to take it over the Llanowar Elf? That's a good question. Regrower brings stuff back. Llanowar Elves is cheaper and ramps into Banner of Kinship. Getting stuff back with Regrower, I mean, it's uncommon for a reason. They're both very good. Blasphemous Edict 2 is a board wipe. Gosh, that's important. Wow. This is a tricky pack. This kind of has everything we want. I think I'm either going to take the Regrower or the Llanowar Elf. And I think I'm going to take the Llanowar Elf again. Man, that's a tough one. Elvish Regrower is very good, but the reason I want the Llanowar Elf is just being able to ramp quickly is nice. All right, now I'm going to take the Elite over the Bite Down, because we already have a Bite Down and 2 Bushwhacks and some other removal. So at least Dwayne Elite now has a good chance of making the Elves to set up for this Banner of Kinship. All right, we got Dwayne in. There we go. So we got another Elf Lord effect. This is kind of exactly what the deck needed. I'll take that over Indrik and Gnarlid Colony. Would still like to get an Elf. All right, I'm going to take Overrun actually over the 3rd Elfsworn Giant. Now we may have some incentive to just play mono green. We may not too. We'll see. So Giant Growth, some more ways to get some damage in there. I think that's fine. Inspiring Call, don't need it. Don't need Pilfer, don't need any of this. Just take the uncommon. We're not going to play any of these anyway. A second Overrun? All right. You know what? We may be able to just go mono green and really... Well, maybe not. We still need some more playables. We'll see. Yeah, no green, no? All right. Fake your own death for Into the Battlefield effects. That could be good with, I guess, just Wine's Elite, but we already have 2 Macabre Vaults, so. All right, I'm going to see if we can do mono green. If we can't, we'll see what we can wheel. Double Overrun is huge. We just need to make sure we have enough creatures to support that, so I got to prioritize creatures pretty highly, and we do need some more elves. So this is just straight up a mess. All right, well, maybe we are running black. No green. All right. It's been painful. Not going to lie. Someone else went into green and put us in a tough spot. Well, at least Gutless Plunder is good with Overrun. Because it's Death Touch Trample. It makes our card quality better. And once again, it can feed the yard. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we are playing black. And tough spot, though. Pretty tough. Well, all right, there we go. Gifted. Gifted a 3rd Elfsworn Giant, which we'll gladly take. At least it rewards you for getting flooded as well. Get the sower out of here. All right. So, decision time. We're going to run some more black cards. We have space for Eaten Alive and Bake into a Pie. Do I want to run Macabre Waltz? What's our creature count? It's only 13. That seems low. Well, I'm going to run more than 13 creatures, I think. We do have double Bushwhack, double Llanowar Elf, so we could potentially run 16 lands, but that kind of makes our Elvish, yeah, it makes casting these harder. We have a lot of 5-drops, so I think we'll keep the land count high. The question is, what am I cutting? How do I only have 13 creatures in here? Huh. So, what's my final elf count? 2 Llanowar, 2 Dwayne Elite. Beastkin, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Maybe I'm playing a second Gutless Plunderer too. And then at least be at 14 creatures. But what am I cutting? Oh, giant growths, yeah. All right, well, we can cut giant growths. And that way I can run more creatures or card value. I don't want to run Sanguine Siphoner. I don't want to run Midnight Snack. Guess I could do Macabre Waltz. With double Plunder, at least it's a way to, yeah, get some creature cards back. That's true. All right, well, I don't love this deck. I'm not going to lie. Tough one. I did give green a chance, and we did get 2 elf lord effects. As difficult as tribal is to assemble in this format, I feel like between Banner of Kinship and Dwynen, we do have some actual elf value stuff. So, Midnight Snack with Dwynen, not worth it. Double Overrun, we could steal some games with double Overrun too. So, all right, I guess this is gonna have to be good enough. But yeah, like I said, I don't love this deck. Way more green than black, but we still have 8 black sources, 9 green. Because yeah, we have double black. Unfortunately, I feel like that's reasonable. Triple green's going to be tough, but we have the double Llanowar of double Bushwhack, so Bushwhack can find more green sources. Or black if we're not going to use it for fighting. Yeah, I would rate this deck like a 6 out of 10. Yeah, pretty low, pretty mediocre, but it's what we got. It's what we're running. We'll see what we can do with it. Hopefully steal a game or 2 with Overrun. We'll see you round 1. Okay, got a great keep here. Although turn 2 Plunder off of a Llanowar Elf doesn't make that much sense. All right, well, Divine's Elite's going to be good at least. Now we're at least set up well. for maybe I attack first. Actually, I don't know if that's right or not. Well, we have a good eaten alive target as well. And okay, that's fine. So I can even bushwhack here. So I think we'll attack with these two. The problem is if I attack with all three, then I can't bushwhack plus plunder. So he did block the way that I wanted him to, which is good. So I will actually kill the Cyclops. I'm going to fight here, and then I'll play the Gutless Plunderer. All right. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take Overrun. We don't have triple green yet, but that's okay. Overrun's certainly going to steal the game if we get that third green. All right, so now we can play the Elfsworn Giant, which means we'll smash for 4. That's great for us. Kind of surprised they blocked that one, to be honest, but that's okay. Definitely surprised. We still should have lethal with Overrun. Let's see, 8 plus 5 plus another 4. Yeah, that's lethal. All right. Going for it. Burst Lightning. Okay. So we don't have lethal now, but I'm not going to use Eaten Alive to take care of the cavalry, so we'll just get in for 12. That is trample, so it's kind of a, I feel like a pointless block, but we'll allow it. I mean, if they have a board wipe, maybe it makes sense. No. All right. So, yeah, they just... And that'll do it. All right. Game 1 stolen. See you for the next one. Okay, well, I'm not like blown away by this hand, but it is hard to mull a hand that has, you know, Llanowar Elf plus both colors. But Bite Down with Llanowar Elf's not looking too crazy. Oh, well, you know what? I think we will actually kill the Llanowar Elf because we don't have anything better to do. So... All right. Huh. Wonder if I'm blocking here. It might be. Hmm. Oof. Dwayne's Elite's an awkward draw. Well, actually, not the worst. I can probably bushwhack the Lookout. I'm gonna do it. We'll fight here. If they use removal on Dwayne's Elite, I can Macabre Waltz here anyway. And probably dump the Overrun. Sure. So we'll get our 2 dudes back. No play. All right. Llanowar Elf. Elite. Sure. Wow. Yeah. All right. So we'll kill Tatyova. Ah, dang. All right, I guess I don't play any more lands because we have triple Elfsworn Giant. All right, well, pay 7 life. I guess we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, see you for the next one. I'm saying it's fine. Thespian into Plunder, build towards the Elfsworn Giant. All right. Well, no 2-drops, good news. And Scavenging Ooze is a good one to play late, so I like that. Second Elfsworn Giant. How badly do I want to draw that? Kind of okay drawing it. It's one of our better cards, so I think I'll keep it. I mean, if you have 2 out, it's pretty nasty. Hmm. All right. So going with the Thespian. Get to Surveil again. Keep the land. Play the Plunder. Oh. Maybe the... Didn't quite work as well, did it? So next turn I could go Elite plus Ooze. I think I'll just keep the Hollow. And then I can play the Ooze plus exile Frenzied Goblin. It's probably not bad. Especially if they tap out here. And I can take care of the Phoenix too, which is nice. All right. That's fine. Let's see if they... what they get. All right, taking the Berserker, I would say wisely. And they're gonna be able to play it and get in with that Raider, so that puts us in kind of a tough spot. All right, so we'll go Hollow here. Go Ooze. And we'll eat the Frenzied Goblin. 3 cards left. I might just double block the Raider. I don't really want to take 8 damage. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I think I just have to hope double Elfsworn Giant's enough here. I think I just cannot afford to take, can't afford to take all this damage. I mean, if I don't double block here, next turn I'm just, I'm kind of still stuck in the same spot. All right, do the giant here. Oh, well, here I was thinking they're mono red. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for no follow-up there either. It's going to be a tricky one. So now we'll go giant plus forest. Yeah, dang. All right, so we'll go Elf plus Dwynen's Elite. Maybe I'll just play Gnarlid Colony 2, and that way I can at least win if I rip an overrun. Yeah, that's true. Gives me an out. No, nobody expects the second one, I guess. All right. See you for the next one. Okay, we can keep this. Thespian into Plunder. We have Bite Down. We have both our colors. Bushwhack can find my green. Kind of don't love it here. All right, I'm gonna dump Bushwhack. No, they've got a good looking sack deck here. So definitely don't want to attack. So I guess we just play a unexciting Plunderer. Okay. Colony takes double green as well, huh? Well, don't love that either. Let's get with the Plunderer here. think I'll just bite down. All right. I guess we can do Gnarly Colony then. Obviously, I'm fine with that. Yeah, the colony having trample is pretty relevant. Sure. Well, eaten alive makes it slightly less exciting. All right, overrun, not bad. Not great either, but not bad. I think maybe we hold on to the, well, I kind of want the Rogue's Passage because then I can get in with Thespian and stuff. I just don't have a great discard target yet, but that's okay. All right, so now we can do the Waltz. Get back Dwynen and Plunderer. And discard the Forest. And play the Dwynen. And pass. Okay. Could be worse. So I can attack with Dwynen and play the Plunderer, I think, and sandbag the land. That's probably a good idea. I don't think their blocks for Dwynen are all that good. They probably just block with Reassembling Skeleton anyway. Huh. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. All right. Ooh. Wow. Actually, yeah. I suppose we take the... Yeah. I think we take the ooze here now. And pass. Okay. So, attack with Plunderer. So then we can go land, ooze. Guess I could have waited, because they might have a res spell here. That's true. All right, there's another Elfsworn Giant. So we can play that to stop their stuff and then still eat sages. And we have the overrun, so got a plan. Got a plan to win this. Well, it's going to make it pretty tough, unfortunately. I guess we'll go Giant and Thespian. No elf currently, but we probably need... I mean, it's better than a land, I guess, but it really is just a 2-mana 2/2 here. Guess I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, that's a bummer though. Turns out Liliana's pretty good. I'll take the skeleton. Oh, no. We want this. Kill Liliana. And I guess we'll do elite. Ah, bummer. So we still have one giant left. No more macabre waltz. We're a non-token, non-angel creature you control dies. Return to the battlefield. Oh, well, this is gonna be pretty tough to beat. All right. Ended up going 1-3. So pretty rough. Knew the deck wasn't good, but I did think we could steal another victory too. So pretty tough outcome there. Unfortunately, never got to play that tribal rare either. Never got to do the Banner of Kinship. Yeah, tough one. All right. Let's do a pack one, pick one here. Oh, easy exemplar. This card's really phenomenally strong. And nothing else super close. Still haven't played with Perforating Artist, but Hungry Ghoul is very good too. And that about does it. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.